First.
Do you have your Halloween gear yet, Brian?
You know I do.
Oh, good. Then join me for some trick-or-treating at the Long Night in Thomas Circle. We can play hoops too, but you have to have the Halloween.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin.
You know, David, it's a pleasure working with you. Thanks for that one. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Saddiq Bey is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Dillon Brooks. Then it's Damien Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, Levine is out there with Conley. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Reddish. And it's Randall in at the power forward. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Now here's Randall. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Here's Bey. Portland with a new 14. And finished off by Nurkic.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big follow. Now, here's Sabonis. Last time out, he had 13 points. Lillard against Conley. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Now, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Now, here's Reddish. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis.
Reddish daring the defenders that time as he got really aggressive.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Clippers, Cameron Reddish at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
Such a versatile forward that can defend and shoot and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over.
Now here's Lillard. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard for the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's the Clippers.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damien Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Now here's Brooks. Following the miss by Michael Conley. With the floater, and it's laid in by Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Levine against Brooks. Lets it go from 11. Portland grabs the miss. And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs. Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now Lillard following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. From the arc. And another three for Portland.
And this is where Lillard is most dangerous. He's going to look to shoot a lot of threes.
Conley scanning the floor. Reddish with the ball. Looking to end the run. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. Brooks the pass to Bay. That one goes. Count it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Here's Levine. Portland making their last shot. And that one drops for him.
And they depend on Levine to score at an efficient clip, knows how to get it done inside.
Passes it to Nurkic. And there's the pass to Lillard. Misses the three. Clippers trail by 6. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
Impactful when Randall can get out wide and run like that in the fast break.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Lillard the pass to Brooks. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damien Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 3rd in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Here's Brooks, stolen by Conley. And now the Clippers on the break. Lillard with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Bay. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. Back to Bay. Over Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 4. Now Reddish. Pass to Levine. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard left side. And Vucevic kicks to Lillard. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Lillard's got 9 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Randall with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Lets a floater go. Conley gets the bucket.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
Here's Lillard. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Brooks outside. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed, and the shot is good.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and All they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
All right, fans, get on your feet, make some noise for T-shirt time.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Derek Favors checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Millsap comes in for Vucevic. James Ennis, he'll check in for Saddiq Bey. And Satoransky subbed in for Dillon Brooks. Now here's Payne. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Passes it to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And Lillard, you don't see it much, but man, when he gets up, that's an exciting play.
Satoransky against Williams. Kicks it to Green. Here's Watanabe. He can't hit that time. Portland leading by 6. To the wing right side. To the paint. Favors. Misses the easy stuff. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Watanabe passes to Green. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
Now here's Satoransky. Payne covering. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Takes the 3. Payne's shot is good.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now here's Satoransky. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Millsap. Back to Lillard. No good that time. Williams with the defensive effort. Over Favors. Williams finds Green. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Ennis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Satoransky with it. Now Green defending. The shot. That one wide left.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Williams kicks to Payne. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
The pass to Favors. Back to Lillard. Outside Millsap. Pass to Satoransky. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And stolen by Favors. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Nobody near Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, you got to have your heads up on defense. Lillard's going to fire that as soon as he catches it.
Williams against Satoransky. Williams in the post. Misses in close. Portland leading by 5. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Satoransky the pass to Favors. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here is Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis. Payne passes to Green. Here's Watanabe. Back to Green. And stolen by Favors. Lillard looking around. Pass to Satoransky. That three off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, with the talent around him, Damien Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp, usually at the beginning of a...
Well, and Damien Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
Paul Millsap.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also haven't been afraid of taking the ball to the rack. Lots of opportunities at the rim.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Marc Gasol. Cameron Payne is out there with Williams. And it's JaMychal Green. And it's Watanabe in at the small forward. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Watanabe. Pass to Williams. Kicks it to Green. Williams with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Derek Favors with the rebound. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Portland. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Satoransky's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. To the inside. Gasol trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Watanabe. Watanabe's got his second bucket of the game to go. Satoransky the pass to Favors. Now the pass to Satoransky. He kicks to Ennis. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Satoransky. Gasol with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. Now Payne. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Millsap. Green against Satoransky. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Though he can still produce night in and night out, Millsap's intangibles, Brent, may be his most important contribution to his team.
I agree with that. I mean, he's seen a lot of games, had a lot of experience, and just willing to do the little things right now that he knows are going to add up and tally more wins for any team that he's playing on.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Sabonis, he's checked in for Gasol. Julius Randle comes in for Green, and Levine subbed in for Williams. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Favors. Vucevic comes in for Paul Millsap. Bays checked in for James Ennis. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Satoransky.
Nurkic, big and blocking.
Levine gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Randle. Portland again missing. Clippers trail by 4. Driving in. Here's Payne. And that one is off. Nice D from Brooks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Galloway, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Galloway. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Three-pointer.
Galloway has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, Levine. Shoots over Nurkic. Levine's shot is off. Portland leading by 7. Pass to Brooks. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Randall with some nice deep. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Levine deciding where to go with it. Hits it from three-point range. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
Now here's Brooks. Last time 14 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the injury troubles for Jusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially. Just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting 5s in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
First one falls for him. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Now here's Conley. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Brooks. Down low. Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Now here's Sabonis. Outside Conley. Three-pointer, Brooks. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nurkic with the block. Passes to Brooks. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Out to Conley. And here's Levine. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now here's Bay. Galloway, no good. Levine against Brooks. Levine kicks to Reddish. Outside, Sabonis to the wing on the left. Conley dishes to Reddish. 5 to shoot. Levine passes to Sabonis. Shakes him, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Damien Lillard.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Driving. Oh.
Damien Lillard.
Another reminder that Damien Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Clippers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. And the pass to Reddish. Randall right side. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound, Nurkic. And he lays it straight in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Levine up top. Brooks covering. Levine against Brooks. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Conley against Lillard. To the inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damien Lillard.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Reddish with the ball. Randall outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 6.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Lillard outside. Doesn't go that time.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And here's Conley outside. Portland grabs the miss. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the left wing. Now Bay. Shot clock at 5. Over Levine. Bay, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Outside Levine. Outside Conley. Sabonis inside. He's defended by Bay. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Sabonis has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Lillard against Randall. Lillard attacking, lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 20 points.
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
Pass to Levine. Good on the three-point shot.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Levine against Brooks. Pass to Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Defensively, you have to stay as connected as you possibly can with Damien Lillard. He's just too good with the ball. That leads to a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. So, for the Clippers, Jermichael Green comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Williams in for Mike Conley. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Derek Favors checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Millsap comes in for Vucevic. James Ennis will check in for Saddiq Bey. And Satoransky subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Now here's Levine. 14 points for him. Sabonis finds Levine. Satoransky grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard outside. Passes it to Satoransky. Inside. And the basket by Lillard. 24 points for Lillard.
You love the way Lillard moves the ball and uses his body to shield it as he gets in there and gets bumped.
And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Watanabe's checked in for Sabonis. Williams against Lillard. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. They get it back. Green. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
And so it's Damien Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 26 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Vucevic is out there with Bay. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Brooks in at the 2-guard spot. Nurkic can't hit. Clippers trail by 12. Outside, Levine fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Levine can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Lillard kicks to Brooks. Over Levine. Reddish grabs the rebound. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach Levine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Conley against Lillard. There's the pass to Brooks. Pass to Bay. Vucevic against Levine. Here's Bay. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
3-point.
Bay's got his second bucket of the night.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Now here is Conley. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Vucevic against Randall.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Lillard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving inside. And Damien Lillard with the jam.
And what a burst from Damien Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Bounce pass Conley. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now, here's Vucevic. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Vucevic has got 6.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Sabonis, the pass to Levine. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Trailblazers ball.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Brooks outside. Pass to Bay. Six to shoot. Unable to get that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Randall no good. Portland leading by 17. It's Brooks on the wing. Payne covering. Lillard against Conley. Now here's Lillard. 30 points in the game. Bay kicks to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. And they recover it. From past the arc. Bay, no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Clippers. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Lillard against Conley. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Payne looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Vucevic.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Passes it to Galloway. Back to Lillard. Reddish grabs the rebound. Clippers trail by 13. And here's Payne. He's got 6. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Payne's got 8.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Lillard. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now here's Payne. 8 points for him. Right wing. Here's Reddish. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
He kicks to Galloway. And here's Brooks from outside. No good on the shot. The Clippers go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Payne in the post. He's defended by Bay. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Payne. Lillard, the pass to Brooks. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Watanabe comes in for Reddish. And it's Williams in for Mike Conley. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Derek Favors checked in for Vucevic. Millsap comes in for Saddiq Bey. Ennis, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Satoransky's subbed in for Lillard.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Millsap with it. Now Green defending. Millsap dishes to Favors. Millsap inside, working on Green. It doesn't go for him. Shot on the wing. Watanabe, no good. Portland leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Portland again missing. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Watanabe. Millsap covering.
Foul Portland. Paul Millsap. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Watanabe taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both good from the line that time. Portland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Satoransky with it. He has 7. Ennis passes to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Favors got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, blending that power with quickness. Favors provides his team with some solid interior scoring.
Payne finds Williams. The 10-footer. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And here's Payne following Paul Millsap's 3. Now Payne, 10 points for him. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Watanabe. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Now here's Satoransky. Payne with the block. And he recovers it. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Thomas Satoransky shooting. It's going to go on Sabonis. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Levine's checked in for the Clippers. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Now here's Sabonis. Williams kicks to Levine. Back to Williams. Green breaking loose. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game. Well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Levine and the jam by Levine.
Offensively, Levine is totally in the zone. Defense is having a hard time shaking him off his spots.
The pass to Satoransky, launches it. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Levine passes to Watanabe. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block. Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Levine. Back to Williams. Satoransky against Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Lillard against Levine. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Favors can't get it to go. Millsap with the steal.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 17. Favors against Levine. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Satoransky looking around. Millsap dishes to Lillard. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Portland controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here is Los Angeles now. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, Sabonis is out there with Green. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Williams. And it's Watanabe in at the 3, the small forward.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
And Brett, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint, you know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games and for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for James Ennis.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
Here's Levine. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damien Lillard is.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Damien Lillard.
Throw good, Damien Lillard. Julius Randle's checked in for Jermichael Green. And Portland with a change here too. Bays checked in for Satoransky. No free throws good from Lillard.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Reddish. Williams up on top. Kicks to Reddish. 6 to shoot. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outside Millsap. Lillard the pass to Brooks. Now Millsap. He's defended by Randall. Nurkic trying to get open. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight. Randall outside. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Levine. Good on the 13-footer. Levine's got 20 points.
And now the consistency with that jumper. Levine has little trouble from mid-range. He'll take those shots when he gets them.
Now here's Bay. Back to Lillard. The 3. Rebound collected by Levine. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Trailblazers leading by 22. Brooks outside. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Think about Nurkic, and how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March of 2019.
Pass to Reddish. Now Randall. Here's Williams. Covered by Lillard. Outside Williams. Randall kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Good on the shot. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Bay. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Randall. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Borders checked in for Millsap. Green comes in for Saddiq Bey. Langston Galloway's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Bembry in for Damien Lillard. Now here's Johnson. Martin the pass to Duarte. Payne kicks to Johnson.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First team foul.
Here's Duarte. The pass to Payne. Gasol trying to free himself up. Payne's shot is good. Here's Bembry. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well, and I'm glad we're through that.
And so here are the Clippers after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Payne kicks to Gasol. Pass to Payne. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Green, the pass to Bembry. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Over in the corner, Gasol. Payne with it. He's against Green. Payne can't hit. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nurkic trying to get open. Green, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Galloway. Outside, Green. Pass to Bembry. Here's Galloway. Nurkic trying to get open. Portland no good that time either. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
And Portland making a change here. Vucevic checked in for Porter. Bay comes in for Green. Brooks checked in for Langston Galloway. And Damien Lillard subbed in for Bembry. Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Nice D from Sabonis. Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Levine kicks to Payne. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Payne's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Damien Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
And that one's good, Lillard.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Levine against Brooks. And Zach Levine hits from deep. Levine's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
That's tipped, stolen by Levine. To the middle, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard outside. Passes to Nurkic. Fires the three. Ball's knocked loose. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. In the corner, it's Levine. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And Levine doesn't need to think it through. If he's got a good look, he won't hesitate and just let that one go.
Now here's Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Nurkic. Brooks outside. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Levine against Brooks. Now the pass to Nurkic. Over Payne. Nurkic can't hit. Clippers trail by 14. The feed to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
A master of the slam. Levine's got a couple dunk contest titles under his belt.
Now here's Lillard. Payne covering. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 47 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now here's Brooks. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Vucevic against Randall. Nice move. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Duarte. Again, Los Angeles.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And here is Satoransky. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big mark. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.